What is up, everybody? Kyle here. Everybody wants to know what happened to Rachel. If you followed me on my Facebook or Twitter, or even I think my Instagram, you would know that Rachel was in the hospital for the last 3 days. We got back not yesterday but the day before, and what happened was she's been sick. I did the video called "Hey, Curse of Rachel's Birthday." Something always happens on her birthday, and so I think it was almost after I made that video. She's just kind of been sick. We thought it was probably just the flu, been laying on the couch like normal flu stuff, but the only difference is it started with her neck being sore, then a headache, then turning to nausea, and she didn't have a fever. It didn't seem like it was ever getting better. And then we decided that we were going to take her to the urgent care for the 4th time. We've gone to 3 different urgent cares. They pretty much, just typical doctor's office, were like, "Oh, there's nothing wrong with you here. Take this. We'll send you home." Just that typical type of thing. And I mean, it's not really a knock on them, even though they should look more into things. Just because a lot of people probably will come in there with the flu, and it'll just be the flu to them. They see so many patients and stuff that it's just the flu, and they assume that it was probably just the flu with Rachel, when they should have done other tests, which it could have been bad. Luckily, it's not bad. And so I was about to take her to the urgent care. I was up here, and she was downstairs with her mom and her dad, and she went up to go to the bathroom. And when she got done in the bathroom, she went and hugged her dad. When she hugged her dad, she actually blacked out and passed out, and fell on the ground, was throwing up while she was passed out. Her eyes were just wide open, and her mom called for me. I ran down there, grabbed the phone, called the ambulance, took her in. And to make a long story short, what happened was she has viral meningitis. There's a few different types of meningitis. Bacteria is the bad one that can actually cause brain damage and other things and actually be fatal. Viral is something that you get it, takes a couple weeks, goes away. So luckily for that, the reason she had passed out was just because she hadn't been able to eat or drink anything because she was in too much pain. And so yeah, she's expected to be, she's still kind of sick now, but she has some Vicodin and all that good stuff. And so yeah, she's good. She should be gone in the next week or so, hopefully, and we'll be back to normal Rachel. And so yeah, that's what happened. It's kind of scary. It's scary when you don't know what's wrong with them. And she had CAT scan, MRI, and some blood work done, and nothing came back. So you're kind of like, shit, like, is this something like worse that's a little more rare than what they're looking for, or something along those lines. And but back to the hospital thing. So when we took her in, the first thing that we told her the symptoms, they're like, "Oh, we got to do a spinal tap," where they check the fluid in your spine, and that's how they figure out if you have meningitis. But what had happened is, after the 2nd time we went to urgent care, a bunch of people had been telling Rachel, like, "Hey, you might have meningitis." So Rachel called in and talked to the help nurse who is at the desk and answers calls, and she's like, "People are telling me I have meningitis, or I might have meningitis." And the help nurse was like, "Oh, they checked you for that." And she told Rachel that they checked her for that, but they never actually did. And then the nurse was like, when Rachel's like, I don't know what, she's like, "I'm feeling terrible," and the nurse is just like, she's like, "Well, I'm not sure what you want us to do for you." And it's just the fucking nurse said that, when it turns out that she had something a lot more serious than the flu. So don't always trust what your doctors say. Don't always, if you think something else is wrong and you feel like it's worse than what they're telling you it is, make them check that shit out. We should have done that. Like I said, I'm not really mad at the hospitals, even though that's kind of their job. But I mean, just think about it. They see so many people every single day that come in with stuff that's not serious at all. But I guess they should have checked more for more serious. I'm not mad at them. It's just kind of could have been a lot worse, especially if it was the bacterial meningitis. Rachel could be dead right now. She could have some type of brain injury or brain damage, and that would be it of Rachel. And it's pretty much the same symptoms too, so they could have easily overlooked her. Rachel could be dead right now. So, yeah, that's what happened. We're back to normal. I'm kind of haven't shaved since it all happened. Hospital had some really good food, though. I was fucking pigging out just because I stayed with Rachel or the 2 or 3 days. So, so yeah, that's what happened. That's what's going on. Let's get back to videos. Peace. Peace. Peace.